Namaskar, we will revise function topic from class 11th mathematics. Okay, so without wasting time, let us start function topic. Those who have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe it and share it with us. In this question, we have to identify that which of the following are functions. Okay, it means we have to check whether they are functions or not. So one by one we will be checking for each and everything. I tell you one trick to do these type of questions, and the trick is that if we have to check that they are functions, okay, it means any relation or any formula is defining a function, then it has to be true for each and every value of the domain. Okay, so this is domain of the function. It means they are defined on whole real numbers. It means we have to check on the whole real numbers whether they are functions or not. If we have to show that it is not a function, then we need only one point, only one criteria, okay, to disprove it. Let us take some points on this. If we see this relation, what is y from here? Okay, y square is 1 minus x square. Then y will be plus minus square root 1 minus x square. Now if we assume some value of x, obviously in domain the values of x will be there and the values of y or fx will lie in the codomain. Now here the values of y are plus minus square root 1 minus x square. Let x is equal to 0. If we take any point 0 here, okay, let us see with which point this point will be connected. So for 0, y will be plus minus square root 1 minus 0, that is plus minus 1. It means this point will be connected to plus 1 and minus 1. And this is the condition which violates the condition of a function. Rule can be a function only when each and every element of domain is connected to a single element of codomain. Okay, that is the main condition of function. But here what is happening, we just saw we took x is equal to 0, a real number, and for that real number the two values of phi are coming. So clearly it says that this cannot be function. So option A cannot be function. Similarly from here, y square is x square minus 1. So y will be plus minus root x square minus 1. X is equal to root 5. Since x and y are any real number, so here I take value root 5. And let us see for this value what is y. Y will be plus minus square of this, it means 5 minus 1. So plus minus root 4, that is plus minus 2. Here also we get the similar condition that one value of domain, that is root 5, is connected to two values of codomain. Okay, so clearly according to the similar condition of function, this also cannot be a function. Fine. Let us see third one. From here, what is y? Y is plus minus root x. Okay, here also I take suppose I take x is equal to plus 4. So what happened with this? Y is equal to plus minus square root 4, that is plus minus 2. So it means with plus 4, y will be plus 2 and minus 2 here. Okay, so with one value of x, the two values are here, so this also cannot be the function. Here we have to see that for each and every value of x we get a unique y or not. We know here in domain the values of x can be there, and in codomain y will be equal to modulus of x. It means if we take minus 2, then it will be connected to plus 2, and 2 also will connected to 2. Okay, and by definition of function this type of condition is allowed. Okay, it means many elements can have the same image, but one element cannot have the different images. Okay, that is the condition. So here that the same thing is happening. Modulus means all the negative numbers. Fine, suppose minus 3, minus 4, etc. So negative numbers are also having the same image. Okay, they are having 3, so plus 3 is also having say image 3. Similarly minus 4, plus 4 is also having image 4, while minus 4 is also having image 4. So all negative and positive numbers have the same image. Okay, but one element is not having two images, that's why this is our function. Here we are given a function and we have to find its domain and range. So how to find domain and range? Let us see. This is one of the main question of the chapter. So for domain, it means x is connected to fx. So this is called domain and this is called codomain. It means for each and every value, okay, for which function is defined, that contains in domain. Okay, and whatever is the output, that is there in codomain. So whatever values of x which can be put here, that is called domain. Clear? We see modulus functions are defined on entire real number. Okay, the graph is like this. So modulus functions are always infinite functions. Each and every real number can be put here. Okay, we know that. It means if we put 0, then also it is defined. If we put negative numbers or positive numbers, for each and every we will get some value. Okay, so clearly domain is equal to the set of real numbers. Fine. Now if we know the domain, then how to find range? So certain logics we have to apply to find the range for functions. Okay, let us see. We know that x minus 5 modulus, we are putting any real number value here. From that real number value we are subtracting 5 and then we are taking modulus. So whatever it comes, it will be a positive value. That is by definition of the modulus. So it means it will be positive. Okay, there may be a condition that if we put x is equal to 5, then what happens? This can be 0 also. So this value is greater or equal to 0. In the function it is given minus. So we multiply throughout by minus. This becomes lesser or equal to 0. Okay, multiplying with minus sign, the sign of inequality is changed. Now 1 is also there. So add 1 both the sides. So 1 minus modulus less or equal to 0 plus 1. So we are adding 1 both the sides. So this is what? Just function. This function is what? Is lesser or equal to 1. So what is fx here? This is just range. Okay, and range means what is range coming? Lesser or equal to 1. So clearly range will be how much? Minus infinity to 1. Here it is lesser or equal to both. So I have used close interval. This is one question, and here we have to find only domain. So we know clearly whenever any root function is this, any value inside root is there, so this will be defined whenever this fx greater or equal to 0. Okay, if this value is there in numerator, then this value has to be greater or equal to 0, then only it will be defined. Okay, tip number 1. Okay, second tip, whenever this value is there in denominator, then this has to be greater than 0. Okay, because of root this value cannot be equal to 0, because if this is 0, then it will become something upon 0 will become infinity. Okay, and that is the condition when this function will not be defined. Okay, so we will exclude this condition of equality here. Here we will use only greater than 0, and here we will use both greater or equal to 0. This is the trick which you should know, you should keep in your mind. Now applying the trick here, what we get, fx is root x minus 1 and root 7 minus x. Clearly both x minus 1 has to be greater or equal to 0 and 7 minus x greater or equal to 0. Okay, for both of them this condition will work. Okay, because both of them are in numerator. Fine. So what is x? X is greater or equal to 1. Clear? And from here we see 7 is greater or equal to x, or we say x is lesser or equal to 7. Just combine these two conditions. So what is the common value? Whenever there are two different terms or different functions, then the domain will be the common value of those functions. Okay, whatever value which can fit in both of them, that will be the domain. We get the common value, it means the domain of the function as 1 to 7, close interval 1 to 7. We can also write domain is equal to x such that x is greater or equal to 1 and lesser or equal to 7 and x belongs to R. We have to find domain and range for this function. Okay, here the values are in square root. So the same condition which I just explained you, that fx need to be greater or equal to 0. Okay, so let us apply for domain. Here x minus 10 and x minus 20, this has to be greater or equal to 0. This is the type of inequality which I have explained in the inequality chapter. Okay, you can see over there that how to solve this inequality. There will be region, the points are x is equal to 10 and 20. These are two critical points, 10 and 20. Okay, when we divide this entire real line or the number line, we see that it divides this number line into three parts, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, since the sign here is positive, so it will be like this. So positive will be at two places. Okay, at these two places it is positive, and hence we see that x is lesser or equal to 10 or x is greater or equal to 20. Okay guys, please note that we are using this equal to sign only because of this condition, that this term is there in numerator. Okay, if it was there in denominator, then 0 will not be there. Okay, so this is domain. So domain is equal to minus infinity to 10. Okay, equal to, so we use closed interval. But remember guys, for minus infinity and plus infinity we never use closed interval. Okay, and here is the question, you have to write in the comment box and tell why we do not use closed interval for positive infinity or negative infinity. Okay, do write your comments, do write your answers. So union, this is 20 to infinity. So domain is equal to this much. Now what is range? If we put any of these values, okay, what values are actually come? We know that whatever it comes is square root, so it is always going to be positive. Okay, the values of fx are is equal to square root of something. Okay, and square root of something is always going to be positive. Can it be 0? It will be 0 only when x is equal to 10 or 20. See, 10 and 20 both are possible, so it will be 0 also. So we see the range of this function will be 0 to infinity. Okay guys, now let us see the next question. Now what happens if the same question is there in denominator? Okay, let us discuss. If it is there in denominator, then what will happen? This condition will not be equal to 0, so we have to remove this equal to sign. Here also we will use this condition, so it will be greater than 0. Fine. So these two equal to sign will not be there. Similarly, here this will be open interval. Okay guys, so when it will be open interval, obviously it cannot achieve value 0. Okay, the function is always going to be positive. Here also positive. It means greater than 0. Equal to 10 and 20, these two values were already excluded. Okay, because of this condition. Okay guys, so this will be the range for such case. Okay, let us see the thing which I told you, that any function is there in denominator. Okay, the main condition, this fx should not be equal to 0. For finding values of domain, this fx should not be equal to 0. Okay, so here when we see for domain we see x minus 4 should not be equal to 0. So x should not be equal to 4. So clearly domain is equal to all the real numbers minus this value. Okay, we do not care about the numerator. Okay, if it is a polynomial, it can be defined for every real number. Okay, but we specifically see the denominator. If this value is any function, this should not be equal to 0. If it is there in log x, okay, this x has to be greater than 0 only. Fine, there are a few things which we have to take care. So we have found domain of this function as r minus 4. So 4 is excluded. Now for range, what is range? We rewrite this function and see x minus 4 and x plus 4 upon x minus 4. Okay, so this is cancelled, so this becomes x plus 4. Now we see fx is x plus 4. Okay, what we see for range, when we see the function is just x plus 4. Okay, function is just x plus 4 actually, so x minus 4 is cancelled. Now this value 4 is actually not there in domain. Here the 4 element is not there. Okay, besides this, each and every real number is existing here, each and every real number. Okay, now if x is not there, then this value f4, that is 4 plus 4, that is 8, will not be there in the range. Yes, okay, this value will not be there in the range. Therefore range will be all those values excluding this value. Range will be real number minus this value 8. So when 4 is not there, then image of 4, that is 8, that will also not be there in the range. Okay, this is the criteria, this is the way to find this question. Now this type of question are more in NCERT. Let's quickly see them how to find. Here this value is there in numerator and in square root. So we see the trick which I shared with you. This is valid only when this value is greater or equal to 0. Okay, so for domain, what we see, 25 minus x square has to be greater or equal to 0. So multiply with minus, so x square minus 25 is lesser or equal to 0. So x minus 5 and x plus 5 is lesser or equal to 0. Okay, so on number line we see the 2 points are plus 5 and minus 5. Okay, and it divides the entire region into 3 portions. Okay, and here we see that this inequality is only valid for this. This is negative, it is positive, and it is positive. Okay, what we require? Negative. Fine. So values of x will lie in this range. It means minus 5 to 5 and equal to is also there. Okay, because it was there in numerator. Therefore domain is equal to minus 5 to 5. Okay, all these values will be there in domain. You can quickly put any value and check it. Suppose you put x is equal to 6, then 6 minus 5 is positive, and this is also positive, so product is also positive. Okay, so in this range it is positive. When you want to check here, you can put any negative value. Suppose minus 10, so this is negative, this is also negative, negative into negative becomes plus positive, so this is also positive. Okay, any value here, if you put 0, 0 minus 5 is negative and it is positive, so positive into negative becomes negative. So that's why it is negative, and it is the required portion for this inequality. Okay, so domain here is minus 5 to 5, close interval. Now when we put these values here, what is range? Now how to find these range? Fx was 25 minus x square. Okay, now range means we know one thing, that values of fx will always be greater or equal to 0, because square root is defined as always the positive value. Okay, this can never achieve negative value. So values will be greater or equal to 0, 0 to infinity. What is the maximum value? Okay, maximum value of this will be when least value of x square is there. Okay, we can easily figure out the least value of x square. Least value of x square is 0 in this interval. Fine, easily we can see. When x square is least, then the maximum value of the function, maximum of fx, will be this much. Okay, this is how, what? This is plus 5. So this is maximum value of this function. Fine. Now it will have minimum value when x square is maximum. So x square maximum is how much? This is from here. Just see, if we take 5 or minus 5, x square is maximum. And in both this case, x square will be 25. So minimum value of fx is equal to 25 minus maximum value of x square, and this is 25. So this is 0. Okay, so we have minimum value, we have maximum value. So clearly we can find range is equal to 0 to 5. Okay, there is a traditional way also how to find range. This will be mostly useful in class 12th and in other exams. Okay, let us see that method also. Here domain is equal to minus 5 to 5. Okay, now we are finding range. So range, let fx is equal to just y. So on simplification we get that y square is equal to 25 minus x square, or x square is equal to 25 minus y square. So x is equal to plus minus square root 25 minus y square. Okay guys, now from here what we get, the possible values of y will be minus 5 to 5. Okay, according to the same condition, because 25 minus y square need to be greater or equal to 0. Okay, so y square minus 25 should be lesser or equal to 0. So the similar condition which we did, y minus 5 and y plus 5 lesser or equal to 0, and we got this range. Fine, similar to this, but the function is this much. Okay, and we know the function is greater or equal to 0. Okay, because for each and every value of the domain, this is only a square root of something. Okay, so this has to be greater or equal to 0. Okay, so combining this equation and this equation, okay, this is what fx means, just y. The value of y is greater or equal to 0. So if we combine equation 1 and 2, what we get? We get y is greater or equal to 0 and y is lesser or equal to 5. Okay, greater or equal to 0 and lesser or equal to 5. Maximum value is 5. So y will belong to 0 to 5 close interval, and this is the range for this question. Okay, this is one way to find range. I hope finding range and domain is clear to you.